I'm Tamara and I'm lucky enough to live and work in the Hills area. It's a beautiful part of Sydney that is well loved by the locals. It's my honour to give you a tour of our beautiful part of the world, piece by piece, to show you why the locals absolutely love being part of our vibrant community. Well, I'm here today with the new RFT boss and to meet his beautiful mum and dad and introduce them to everybody. Now, I met Vicky and Mitch probably about 4 years ago at a community event, and they're going to tell you what they do.
Basically, we are a health and wellness studio located in the Hills District. We specialise in personal training or educational based personal training, which we do in a one-on-one or semi-private formats. And we've been changing lives for the last 8 years throughout the Hills.
So there's so many different types of gyms, particularly in the Hills area and also in Sydney. What makes you different?
I would say the number one thing that makes us different is the fact that, not just as a business but as people, we have a genuine vested interest in our clientele. We do have genuine care for everyone that walks in the door. And
yeah, I think there's a lot of spaces that are can feel quite intimidating to go to the gym for the first time, or even if they've had 10 or 20 years off training. So come into a space where you feel welcomed, and as soon as you walk through the doors, someone will know your name, and really it's an inviting and warming space to that I believe a lot of clients call home now. So,
yeah. Well, I remember the first day that I came through, everybody knew my name, and I'm going, I didn't tell you my name, but it just made you feel at home. And I mean, people come to gyms for different reasons, and I guess for myself it was to, just keep fit, get back on track. But I know how important it is for my mental health, and I know that if I don't stick to that routine in the morning, the day doesn't go as well as it would.
I love that everyone's so like-minded as well, and they've really created connections and support.
Probably the best thing about it is the community that's been created within these four walls is something really special.
Yeah, definitely.
And why did you choose the Hills?
I grew up in the Blue Mountains, and I always wanted to work in the Hills District. Like, my auntie and uncle live in Moralia, so close. Yep. So I went and worked at a personal training studio in Norwest, and I was driving 90 minutes to get to where I'd get up at 3 o'clock in the morning. I'd leave for 3:30. I did that for years, just because I really loved the Hills District.
When did you start real fitness training?
So late 2013, we took the plunge, and created a space that we felt like was missing in the Hills. That sort of welcome environment for all walks of life.
Yeah. I guess what my favourite part about being a member of Real Fitness Training is the cards that I get in the mail from my personal trainer, Damon. So it's probably the only mail that I do get. So
I love it.
What else do people love about coming to Real Fitness Training?
I think it's the fact that we offer such a wide range of services, but all focused on getting a result at the end of the day. So we're very high on accountability and nutrition, and also obviously we have the different classes as well.
I suppose the first 5 years of our business we nailed one-on-one, I guess you could say. We do one-on-one training quite well, and we wanted to find a way we could bring the personal aspect of coaching to a wider audience, which is where our semi-private training got introduced, commonly known as the PT pod. The idea behind that is we wanted to be able to have group training done a little bit differently, where you can have a small group that still gets the same love, attention and care as a one-on-one client would in a PT session.
But also to provide balance, because we find people go so heavy on just one aspect of fitness, but when we have stretch class, core class, yoga, strength training, it's more of a holistic view than just one road, which gets better results at the end of the day too.
Yeah, and also the nutrition and the knowledge that you guys have, and everybody in the gym, that's really helped. So I guess when I've got PT, we're always talking about things and getting new ideas. So
yeah, and I think we're always constantly trying to grow. We are constantly growing the team, but also ourselves in the nutrition aspect, because the health and fitness industry is constantly evolving, and for us it's always trying to be at the forefront of that.
The other aspect, I guess, to your community involvement are the charities that you support. Can you tell us a little bit more about that?
Yeah, so I think to start with, the charities we support, I don't think we'd be able to support them if we didn't have the tight-knit community we had.
Last year we had 2 really big ones.
Yeah, so last year myself and Damon, one of our coaches here, we took on the Movember Challenge, and we raised just over 15 grand for Movember by completing 4 marathons on a steaming hot Sunday, which was
probably the hottest day of the year.
Yeah.
It was like
Yeah.
40 degrees, high winds.
It was pretty intense. And then at the start of last year, we raised, I think, 15 grand again for the bushfire appeal, which was in honour of our late coach Eddie. Had 105 people come in for a charity boot camp, which was absolutely epic.
Oh, yeah.
So I noticed through the year last year you did a few changes by putting some of the classes online.
Yeah.
Can you tell me a little bit more about that?
Yeah, so I think last year presented, a few different challenges we had to overcome. So we were lucky enough to be able to pivot our business entirely online for a period of time, and it was something that worked quite well for our community. So it's something that we have kept on board. So it gives our clients the ability to, come in and complete the session live, or they can do it from the comfort of their own living room.
And also, if people go on holidays and they still want to be training, we have those online aspects available.
Yeah, which is great.
Yeah.
It's the next level in accountability.
Yeah, definitely.
You can't get away from us now.
So what's in the pipeline?
In short term, we have our famous 6-week challenge coming up in just over 3 weeks, where we look to transform the lives of people by solely focusing on habitual change, which we believe is more of a sustainable approach to health and fitness.
What I love about our challenge is that they're not just about quick fixes. It's truly about creating a sustainable habits that will last long term. And we get amazing results in our 6-week challenge, but it's not just for that 6 weeks, it's beyond, which is really cool.
Well, thanks for letting me hold little boss here.
I know, he's a little boss baby.
And for your time today, and we look forward to seeing you at 6 o'clock tomorrow morning.
Can't wait.